In a previous movie, I looked at synchronizing your bookmarks. I'd like to talk about some of the other things you can do with Safari on your iPad. I'd like to look at the news. This is a website, the BBC, and I'd just like to show you a couple of tricks with Safari. Now there's, if we look at the US Rivals Battle for Swing States, there's a couple of different things that we can look at. If I tap that and hold my finger down, I can open that link. I can also open that link in a new tab, which I find very useful, allowing you to go back and have a look at different things. So for example, open a new tab. I've now got two tabs. I can now jump between that news item and that news item. So opening up articles in a new tab is a great way of putting them somewhere where you can read them. There's also something else we can do. If I tap and hold my finger down, I've also got one called Add to Reading List. Now this is saving this so that I can read it later. If I just tap my little bookmark thing up here, you can see the pair of glasses. It's actually saving that page, the race to restore power after Sandy. It's saving that to my reading list. If I just tap my bookmark again, I've got my bookmarks down the bottom. I've got my history, so I can see where I've been, and I've got my reading list. I can look at all things, or just the ones that I haven't read yet. So for example, what you might want to do is to have a look through this website. Let's have a look at technology, for example. We want to add that to the reading list. We want to add that to the reading list. We might want to look at some sports here. Let's add that to our reading list. Now all of those things are being added to my reading list, and I can read them later on. So they've finished downloading. Let's have a look. I want to tap that and read about it later, and it just brings that page up. Now I can start reading it. And let's look at Facebook. Brings up the article about Facebook, and let's go back to my reading list. Now you'll see that the things that I haven't read are in my unread, and all shows everything. This is a great way of collecting together the things that you want to read, but you haven't got time to read them right now. Once you're finished with the items in your reading list, you can drag your finger across them and delete them. Tap on the bookmark at the top and your reading list goes away, and you can carry on reading whatever you want.